making an exit on her own terms. One California woman knows exactly when she plans to die. It will be on a Saturday in just a couple of weeks, 2 days after her husband's birthday. Brittany Maynard has terminal brain cancer and moved her family over 1,600 kilometers across the U.S. to prevent her life ending in excruciating pain. CCTV's Casquejo has insight on Brittany Maynard's story and the Die with Dignity issue.
The thoughts that go through your mind when you find out you have so little time is everything that you need to say to everyone that you love.
With more than 7.5 million views, Brittany Maynard is now a YouTube phenomenon. Unlike most people, she knows when she will die, November 1st. She knows because she's picked the date.
I plan to be surrounded by my immediate family, which is my husband and my mother and my stepfather and my best friend, who's also a physician, and probably not much more people.
When doctors discovered a large tumor in her brain, they told her she had up to 10 more years to live. More tests showed Brittany's cancer was more deadly and far more advanced.
So that was a major shock to my system and the system of my family, because it went from having potentially years of time to being told I had like 6 months.
She wanted to choose where and when she died, but that's illegal in her home state of California. So she and her family moved to Oregon. In 1997, Oregon became the first U.S. state to legalize physician-assisted suicide in cases where a person has fewer than 6 months to live. Washington, Montana, New Mexico, and Vermont are the other states where assisted suicide is legal. People with disabilities are among the staunchest opponents of assisted suicide. An advocacy group for the disabled called Not Dead Yet says assisted suicide and euthanasia are deadly forms of discrimination against old, ill, and disabled people. In 2007, a cancer-stricken Australian doctor named John Elliott shot this video explaining why he wanted to take his own life. His wife complained that they had to fly to Switzerland, where he would end his life legally.
Can you imagine if your vet would tell you, "I'm sorry, I can't help you, suffering animal. This is out of the question. You have to take it to the other side of the world"? What would you say? You would scream. All the animal lovers would scream.
Between 2008 and 2012, a total of 611 tourists from 31 countries flew to Switzerland to end their lives. At least 6 countries have legalized the practice: the Netherlands, Switzerland, Belgium, Luxembourg, Albania, and Colombia. China and most of the U.S. are not among them. Brittany has been traveling to places she wants to see before she dies, like Machu Picchu in Peru and Alaska. She also wants to share her convictions and has asked the Denver-based advocacy group Compassionate Choices to help.
She feels that it's wrong for somebody to have to uproot their entire family and move somewhere just to take advantage of a law that would allow her to die with dignity.
An Oregon lawmaker who is also a doctor says the law's intent is to give power to patients while they're still healthy enough to exercise it.
They don't have to wonder, when is the end going to come? Am I going to be able to communicate with my loved ones before I die? They can make that choice.
When she feels ready, Brittany will take these pills.
It's in a safe spot, and I know that it's there when I need it.
And she will die in the bed she shares with her husband. One wish Brittany is unlikely to get: a U.S. federal law permitting others to end their lives like she intends to do. Around half of U.S. states have defeated bills to legalize physician-assisted suicide or have banned it outright. Casquejo, CCTV, Portland.